Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to another episode in your Perseverance Under Pressure podcast. I believe this is episode 12, guys. Episode 12, and we are going to be talking about consistency today, okay? Consistency means doing things in a steadfast, consistent manner. Whether you want to do things or not, things that need to get done, you are going to have to be consistent with. So, consistency kind of goes hand in hand with discipline. When we talk about being consistent with your diet, you're consistent with your workouts or going to work, right? You have to be consistent. If you work Monday through Friday, you can't just randomly decide when you want to show up or not show up. So when we look at consistency in terms of building towards your goals, your dreams, or whatever it is that you want to do, whether you're a business owner and you want to build your business, whether you're wanting to lose 50 pounds, 100 pounds, if you want to take back your health, if you want to get good at a sport, whatever it is, it takes a level of consistency in order to get to those results, right? So one of the biggest things is the challenge of staying consistent in doing the things that need to be done when you don't feel like doing it. And so in order to be consistent, you must have discipline. Discipline will keep you doing those things in order to keep you being consistent. Okay, does that make sense? So, like, one of the biggest things is the social media, right? I have been utilizing social media for probably close to 15 or 16 years consistently now, since I'd say 2010. So we're in 2026. So pretty consistently for 16 years almost now. And it's just starting to gain more traction, just starting to gain more awareness. So it's taken 16 years, 15 years of consistently posting, talking about health-related things, sharing stories, motivational quotes, just being seen consistently. It's not something that I can hop on, post three things this week and then disappear for 4 months and then come back and post 2 or 3 things in 4 or 5 months from now and expect to get any level of traction. And that works the same way with your diet. You can't eat a salad for a week and then go back to eating pizza and ice cream and sugar and crazy amounts of calories for 4 months and expect that you're gonna get the results that you want because you ate a salad for a couple days. You have to be consistent in all aspects of life. So when it comes to relationships, right? Are you showing up in your relationship consistently? Not just when it feels good for you, but are you there for your partner? Are you there for your loved one? Are you there for your friends? Are you present in your relationship? What does that look like in terms of consistency? Or are you consistent in being inconsistent, right? And so when it comes to building your business, when it comes to working with your clients, one of the biggest things is consistency. If your business partners or your clients don't feel like you really care about them, right? I try every year to send Merry Christmas or Thanksgiving texts to people or Happy New Year's texts. And I can't hit every single person that I have known and has been a client of mine for the last 20 years. But I try to do with professionals for the SRT component. I try to do it with personal clients. I try to do it with friends. And it's a lot, right? I'm not going to send 600 messages every holiday. But I want people to know that I'm thinking of them, that there's a consistent component to reaching out and just checking in and making sure people are doing okay. How's life? What's going on? Different things. And when it comes to consistency, one of the biggest things for me this year, since we started, is the podcast. So consistently filming and dropping a new podcast every Monday. That is the plan. Every Monday for the whole year. That is our goal. That is the plan. Consistently every week on Monday, drop a podcast. Now, consistently gym reviews every Wednesday. We shifted it from Fridays last year to Wednesdays. So every Wednesday, we're trying to drop a gym review, unless I haven't been able to make it to a different gym and film a review. But the goal is consistently Wednesdays gym reviews, Mondays podcast, informative, educational, and deeper dives, right? So what areas in your life could you use more consistency with? Give yourself a few moments, take time, just write down the top 2 or 3 things that you really think that stand out, what it is that I need to be more consistent with. Maybe it's your diet. Maybe you want to lose weight. Maybe it's your diet because you want to gain weight, right? When I was a wrestler, my goal was to get above 200 pounds. I think I was about 175 when I started. So the consistency of going to the gym, eating more calories every day, pushing myself to do what I needed to do to get to that goal was maintaining consistency. Maybe it's your relationship. Maybe you realize that you haven't been as present for your partner or your friends as maybe you would like to be. Maybe you think you should be. Maybe they would like you to be, right? So maybe it's consistency in learning, continuing education. That's what I teach, right? Is SRT therapy. Maybe every year you give yourself a budget to take new training courses, to do something new, to continue learning. Budget books, buy new books, educate yourself, read more, right? Maybe it is social media. I have seen a lot of professionals who don't utilize the social media component of business to their benefit. And I know that probably a lot of people watching have things to share. People want to hear real people. People want to hear real talk. So if you're a business owner, or you're a professional, or you're trying to start your training business, or your therapy business, or your health and wellness coaching business, whatever it is, you have to be consistent. And people need to see you. They need to hear from you. They need to know that you're a real person. They want to resonate with your story. Why would somebody work with you as a coach when there's literally 200 million coaches across the globe that are doing in-person coaching, that are doing online coaching, virtual coaching? They're doing the same thing, but what's the difference? Each person brings their own uniqueness to it. So take a second, write down what you think the top 2 things that you want to be more consistent in are, and then let's drop those in the comments and just give us an idea in what it is you want consistency with, and maybe some other people have great comments or mindsets to share with you. Say, and it's not an easy thing, guys and girls. It's not an easy thing to remain consistent when life throws challenges and obstacles and everything else your way. But what you find is, again, developing willpower to say, okay, I need to be more consistent in my nutrition. So I need to have the willpower to say no to the junk food and yes to the salad, yes to the chicken, yes to the vegetables, yes to the fruits. And I need to do that every day. So if I can have willpower to say no and understand I need consistency, which means I need to consistently say no to these things that aren't going to get me where I want to go, well, now your willpower is creating new habits, and those habits become defined by the discipline that you have maintained to continue being consistent in your why, or saying no to get to your why, right? So all of these pieces go hand in hand, and I just want you guys to remember that it's okay if you miss things. It's okay if you fall off the diet for a day. It's okay if you forget to post, or if you're just so busy that you don't have the time, or you just have been slammed and you're giving yourself to your clients, to your friends, to your family, to your patients, or to yourself, right? Maybe you just need a day to yourself. Maybe you go sit in the grass by yourself. Health is wealth, guys. Make sure you're drinking your water. But remember to just jump back on. You don't have to fall off and remain falling off, right? So if you need to take a day, or if you miss a day, that's fine. Get back on the wagon, keep moving forward, and continue to be consistent with that. It's only when you start to fall off more and more and more that it becomes inconsistent, okay? Sometimes you need a break. Totally fine. Take that. Give yourself that time. But get back on. Keep yourself moving in that consistent manner, because that is going to take you far closer than anything else will take you to your goal. Luck, right place, right time, maybe that happens to 1 in a million of us. You've got Tony Horton from P90X. He was in the right place at the right time, the right persona, and it took him there. But what kept him in the limelight was consistency. Consistency in his fitness routine, consistency in pitching P90X, in doing the demonstrations, in selling the DVDs, in traveling with Beachbody, in doing all of the different things that needed to be done to maintain that right place, right time, good luck opportunity. So keep that in mind. You're going to be far more successful in all aspects. You'll be more successful in your relationships, in your finances, in your goals, your dreams, your career, whatever it is, if you maintain consistency. Okay? So keep that in mind, guys and girls. Keep that in mind, guys and girls. And again, drop a comment. Let us know where you're coming in from. Let us know what you think of the channel, what you think of the podcast episodes. And we're looking forward to, later on in this year, being able to bring on other people to share their stories and their mindsets when it comes to these things that we've discussed, from patience and perseverance, pressure, discipline, consistency, fear. I'm sure there's a ton of stories out there overcoming fear. But keep that in mind, guys and girls. With that being said, thank you for tuning in. I hope this sets you up for a fantastic week. As always, please hit that sub button, the notification bell, and the like. It helps us out. It helps the channel. It helps the algorithm. And it just would mean a lot to me, as, again, consistently trying to build the awareness for SRT and share this on various platforms is very challenging. So between Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Threads, I'm not on TikTok, guys. I just can't do it. Plus, I have two other businesses that also have Instagram channels and everything else. So consistency is tough, but again, thank you guys for tuning in. It doesn't matter how long you watch these videos, the fact that you tune in, and those of you that do leave comments, awesome. I appreciate it. This is why I do what I do. If I didn't, and I was doing it for only 1 million people, I would have stopped a long time ago. So thank you guys. Hope this helps. Have a great week, and we'll see you next week in, I think, episode 13. And enjoy. Take care.